Today's video is a Sunday reset. I've got a lot on my list and a lot to get done within this video. So get ready for tons of motivation. Today I'll be doing a little bit of cleaning. There'll be a grocery haul, some food prep, and a healthy snack and a dinner recipe for you. Hope you enjoy it. Please comment below if you are new. I'd love to meet you. And I have been greatly enjoying talking with all of you who have been returning. So thank you so much for all of your wonderful comments. My name is Bridget. If you are new, I'd love to have you subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday and Friday. My December schedule is posted in my community page if you'd like to check that out. All right, here's our grocery haul for the week. So this is Lucas milk. He drinks oat milk. This is the creamer we use. A kombucha in the bubbly rose flavor. Apples, bananas, carrots, potatoes, cucumbers, treats for Millie, strawberries, peppers, onion, garlic, hummus, a box of tea. This is some ginger paste, tortellini that's gonna go in chicken noodle soup. I'll be making in this video chicken broth, coconut flakes, the sugar that we use, pasta sauce, corn, tomato paste, beef gravy, and the meat that we got this week, kielbasa, bison, bacon, sausage, and chicken. We won't use all this chicken this week. We'll put most of it in the freezer and probably only use one. Then for the snacks, we got some fruit for Luca. He likes these little peaches. We got some sprinkles to do Christmas cookies, peanut butter. These are some peanut butter bars. These are like little breakfast cookie type things. Oreos, wheat thins, dark chocolate M&Ms, veggie straws, and some popcorn. And then these little cups of noodles. That's all we have for our groceries this week. Now to get everything put away. There was a lot of groceries this week. We don't always shop this much at once. A lot of weeks our grocery hauls are a little smaller. We did need to restock on a bunch of stuff, so you will see that as I put things away. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you enjoy watching how I restock things. I know when I watch YouTube videos, this is something that I really love watching, seeing how people organize all of their food, as it can be very cluttered and messy, but if you take the time to put it all away as soon as you get it, hopefully that helps to keep things a little bit more organized. If you do want to see how I organize my pantry, there is a pantry video on my page already, so go check that out after you finish this video. I have a 1-year-old son. His name is Luca. He absolutely loves Oreos right now. I probably shouldn't even take them out of the package, but I do. I put them in this clear container in hopes that they will get eaten faster, so they are out of my house. These are an extra snack that my husband picked up this week that we really didn't need and I did not have on the list. But my son loves them. As soon as he sees them, he says more, more, which is so cute. But we don't give him too many obviously in a day because he'd have a belly ache, but it's just really cute how much he loves them. And I am actually really happy that he is a chocolate lover because I definitely am. This weekend we were struggling with colds our family got from Thanksgiving, so we just laid low, hung out, and tried to recover. We were all not feeling all that great except for Luca. Thankfully, he has not gotten it. He has had a cough since September, I think, which most kids I'm sure have at this point, but he was feeling totally fine, which was great. But my husband and I were just kind of hanging out most of the weekend. So you will notice in upcoming clips that I look like I'm kind of in a different outfit. I ended up wearing the same sweatshirt all weekend because it was just one of those weekends. We stayed inside, so I just wanted to be nice and cozy. I don't often wear sweatshirts, but this is probably my most favorite one that I have right now. So I did wear it all weekend. I did not sleep in it, in case you're curious, but it was nice to just kind of have a lounging, relaxful weekend to recover. I feel like my voice probably sounds a little different because I'm still getting over and recovering from this cold, but you know how that is. The coughs kind of last forever. So just to let you know, in case you're curious on my outfit change or whatever for this video, that is what happened. There's a day one where we did the grocery shopping and I did a lot of the restocking and the prepping here, and then day two I did a lot of the cleaning and cooking. I just added vinegar to this bowl and I'm putting some water in here and I'm going to wash all of our produce. This is how I always wash our produce. I always try to get to it as soon as our groceries come in, so then when I put them in the fridge, they are ready to go, nice and clean, and we can just grab and go as we need them. And please excuse my hair. I did ask my husband if my hair looked okay, and he said, yeah, it looks great. Obviously, he didn't look at it. It looks like a rat's nest. But my son is in this thing that he loves to put hats on you or buckets on your head. You will see him in this video running around with the bucket on his head. He thinks it's really funny. And then he puts it on ours as well. Or he likes to use anything and everything to brush my hair, like a piece of pizza or a Lego or whatever he has in his hands he thinks he can use as a brush. So my hair ends up being like this because he's a little boy and is just having fun playing with it. I did wear my hair up in the second day, which is really funny too because he hates when my hair is up. He always ends up bopping my little bun and trying to take it down because he just wants it to be down so then he can play with it. I think it's so sweet. If you are a mom of little boys, do they do this to you as well? I know the girls do, and I definitely was not expecting this from my boy. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear your experience. I'm doing an extra rinsing on the strawberries because sometimes I find days later they taste like vinegar still, so I'm just going to rinse all that off to make sure that doesn't happen. I'm laying them here on the towel. They do have to dry for a little bit to hold up a little better, and then after they dry, I'll put them in a mason jar with a paper towel at the bottom. I did not end up recording that, but that is what I do with them. Now I'm going to make our snack for the week. I always try to bake something like a bread or cookies or something like that. And this week I'm going to make these energy bites. They are super easy. I'll leave the description or the recipe, I can't even think. The recipe in the description box below so that you can make them. There are so many different kinds and variations on this that you could do, but the ones that I make have oats, coconut flakes, peanut butter, honey, flax seeds, and chocolate chips. They're pretty easy, super simple, and delicious. So if you are interested in making them, the recipe for this specific one will be in the description bar below. I have been making these for years and years and always go back to this because they are so easy and delicious. My niece, who is now 14, used to eat these as a little 2-3-year-old. She loved them and always asked me to make them because we used to live together and it was always so much fun. So I made these a lot back then as well. So I've had this recipe forever, and I know she has been asking me for the recipe. I think I did send it to my sister, so hopefully she makes them for her because I know she loves them. But you could also add any kind of nuts that you like in here, or if you like craisins or M&Ms, there's so many different things that you can add in these to make them into different flavors or something that you and your family will enjoy. My whole family likes this. I do like to say try to only have, for an adult, 2 per day, and for children only 1 because of the flaxseed. And if you're not somebody who's eating enough fiber, you may have some digestive issues. I have in the past shared this recipe with people and they've made them and eaten so many in one day and had a lot of trouble. So I will put that in here to make sure you limit your quantity, enjoy just a couple in one day. They are a very nutrient-dense snack. They are all mixed together, so I'm going to stick them in the refrigerator for at least a half hour so that they're cooler and easier to form into the bite-sized energy balls. This is a much easier way to do it as opposed to when it's all warm, they just won't form correctly. So make sure to refrigerate them for a good enough time period. While that's happening, I'm going to start on the cleaning. I'm first going to wipe down this counter that we just made a huge mess, and then I will go and do the dishes. I'm washing all the supplies we just used to make the snack, so they're all covered in peanut butter and honey. I always rub through with my hands to warm up and get the peanut butter off. I find this to be a lot easier so then it's not all stuck and gross in your sponge or scrub brush. Now I desperately need to clean the microwave. It is absolutely disgusting. I'm going to use vinegar. I'm just putting it in this measuring glass and going to put it in the microwave for a couple minutes. This is such an easy way to clean your microwave. It just warms it all up. See how gross it is in there? It's just absolutely disgusting. And brings up all the buildup, and then you can just easily go in there and wipe it all down. Now I'm going to empty the dishwasher while the microwave is running with my assistant Buckethead over here. I hope you've been enjoying seeing glimpses of him running around. He likes to wear this bucket that we usually keep all the little flowers in and push that blue chair that's over there by the island around the house, and like stops and says bye or hi, and we just say bye, and then he keeps running. It's so cute, and he has so much fun doing it. So it's been really funny to try not to laugh the whole time I've been doing this voiceover, because I've just been watching him, and I hope you are enjoying it as well. The stovetop is also absolutely disgusting, as you can see, and desperately needs a cleaning, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to do a pretty quick cleaning using the Clorox Scentivia spray to get this all up, because I will be using it a little bit later, so I'm sure I'm going to have to clean it again after I am done cooking. My husband cooked us a delicious shepherd's pie last night for dinner and made this huge mess. He is such a fantastic cook, like honestly could open a restaurant if he wanted to. I am so lucky and fortunate to have him, and wish that he was home every night to cook so that I didn't have to, because he is such a great cook. But he is messy, very, very messy when he cooks. So there's always lots of cleaning, and I'd much rather clean than cook. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying he could cook a little neater if he tried. The next time you go to clean your microwave, use vinegar. It'll make the job a lot easier. Just run it for a couple minutes, and then I just have to wipe it all down. I did end up scrubbing down the plate that's in here in the sink. I didn't film that, but when you go to scrub out the microwave, it's a very easy task. Now I'm going to complete the snack. It's been quite a while since I put them in the refrigerator, So now they are cool enough that I will be able to easily form them into bite-sized pieces. Now I'm gonna get started on dinner. Tonight I'm making a chicken tortellini soup, which is so perfect since we are all kind of under the weather. I'm gonna make us a nice big batch of soup. I'm not the biggest soup lover, but this has got to be my favorite soup right now. My friend introduced it to me a couple years ago. I had bronchitis and she brought this over to me, which was so sweet, and it was the best chicken soup I'd ever have because of the tortellini. I will leave the recipe in the description bar below so you can check it out if you're interested in making it. To start, I'm going to put the chicken in the pot with olive oil. I'm going to let that cook. Now I'm going to chop up all the vegetables. My husband used half the onion last night, so he so kindly cut up the onion for me, so I just added that to the bowl. And now I'm going to do the celery and carrots. If you are new here, you haven't heard me said yet, but I have said in past videos, I am not one who loves to cook. It's not something I really enjoy, but I know I have to, being a mom, make sure that I feed my family. But I do love to prep. So all this peeling and chopping, this brings me a lot of joy. I find it relaxing and fun. I could do this all day, and I love to watch it as well. Like the Food Network, if you ever watched that. I love to watch them do all this prep. I think it is so relaxing and just fun to watch. So if you are like that, please leave a comment down below. I'd love to know. Or if you do love cooking, tell me your favorite recipe because I love to try out new recipes. I love having to cut like this when you have something that's just straight across and you can just do these nice smooth cuts. So if you are not familiar with this, I always use this kind of knife. I find it the easiest for me to work with. I always leave the top point on the cutting board and use the very back of the knife. I think this is the safest way to cut and also helps you to create the same size pieces of the carrot or the celery. Now I'm going to dice up the garlic. I use the same knife for the garlic. I find it to be the easiest way to chop all of this up as well. Now the chicken is all done. I'm going to take it out of this pan and put it right into my mixing bowl, because if you don't know or have not tried, the easiest way to shred chicken is with your mixer. Now I'm adding all the vegetables right into the pot, and I'm going to let those cook down a little bit. This will also help in getting up any of the chicken bits that are baked onto the bottom of this. It kind of helps the deglazing process as the onions and all these vegetables cook down. I was rereading the recipe as I was going to post it on here and realized that it calls for butter. I've never once put butter in this recipe, but if you are following it, then go for it. If you wondered why I skipped it, I just never even noticed it was in there. No particular reason of skipping it, but we've never put butter in it, so I probably won't going forward because it's good without it. So if you do want to omit it, you can as well. Now I am shredding up the chicken with my mixer. It is so easy to do this. If you haven't tried it, give it a try. If you have a hand mixer, I'm sure you could do it the exact same way. It turns out perfect every single time. Now the vegetables are cooked down a little bit. I'm going to add the garlic and the oregano and thyme. I never measure this out. I just put a lot in because my husband likes a lot of seasoning, so I just throw in as much as I can. Now I'm adding a cup of water, and we're adding 8 cups of the broth. I believe the recipe has 6 in there, but we ended up adding more after a couple times making it because the tortellini soaks up a lot of the liquid. And in order to have it as leftovers, we needed a little bit more broth. So we always add 8 cups into it. I'll stir all this together and let it come to a boil before adding the chicken and tortellini back in. This recipe was so perfect for my son. He really enjoyed it. He was saying, the whole time he was eating. He loved the tortellini, and he did okay eating the carrots. I don't think he tried any celery. He doesn't eat anything that's green. Unless it's a smoothie, he will drink a green smoothie. But if it's green on his plate, he won't eat it. So if you are looking for a recipe that is kid approved, I would say this is one of them. We also a lot of times use this recipe if we have to or are going to bring a recipe to friends. Like some of our friends just had babies recently, and we brought this over to them while they had their new baby, and they said this was so perfect and asked for the recipe. So I hope you do give it a try. I think your whole family will love it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you felt like you were hanging out with a friend, got lots of motivation, and are ready to start your week. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you subscribe. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to meet you. Have a great rest of your week.